I think a lot of people don't know that Veterans Day actually originated from Armistice Day, which was the day to celebrate the ending of the First World War on November 11th in 1918. At the time, the war was far and away the deadliest war that the world had ever seen, with some 20 million people being killed, about 10 million people being killed in military combat, and about 10 million civilians having been killed as well. The First World War saw some of the most horrifying and gruesome warfare in history, and at the time it was believed that it was the war to end all wars, and that certainly, unfortunately, was not the case. When the war ended, the League of Nations was created to prevent a war of this magnitude from ever happening again, when in reality it directly led to the Second World War. I think part of what makes the First World War so tragic in sort of a unique way is that the world sacrificed an entire generation of young men for what was an entirely pointless cause. Leading up to the war throughout Europe, there was a feeling in various European countries that a conflict was needed just to settle the ground in Europe because there hadn't been a conflict in so long. When the war broke out, young men in Europe could not wait to enlist and join the cause without knowing the type of hell that was in store for them. The damage that Europe saw from World War I is truly hard to fathom, and not to mention some 8 million horses, donkeys, and mules were killed in the war as well. I feel like World War I is often overshadowed by World War II, but it's important to remember every year on November 11th that at 11 o'clock in the morning on 11/11/18 the guns finally went silent.